Jessie first tries to escape from Mr. Jones and then tries to rescue the other toys. Every scene advances the plot in some way. The first third of the TV special establishes the setting, the second third establishes Jessie's fears, and the third third shows Jessie overcoming her fears. There is a clear theme of how the thing you fear most can turn out to be just fine. Once upon a time, there was a toy named Jessie. Every day she was played with by Bonnie. One day they have to stop at a roadside motel. Because of that, she is stolen by the owner along with the other toys. Because of that, she has to get into a box to rescue Woody. Until finally, everyone is rescued and Jessie overcomes her biggest fears. Combat Carl doesn't really serve any purpose. In the middle, Jessie ends up getting captured by Mr. Jones despite Combat Carl's self-sacrifice, and at the end, Combat Carl's pep talk could have just as easily been given by Buzz. Jessie is very uncomfortable with working alone and being in a box, and she has to do exactly that. During the first half of the special, there's plenty of foreshadowing for the ending, as Jessie is trapped in the toolbox in the car, left alone in Bonnie's suitcase in the motel, and then separated from all the other toys. Every plot element logically follows the previous one. The characters ending up at a motel, the toys being separated and captured, and Jessie having to rescue all of them. As I explained in point 8, no scenes or plot points were rushed to the point of not fitting in with the rest of the TV special. The emotional bond between the toys and Bonnie is never threatened at any point, in contrast to the films where the toys' bond with Andy is threatened in each of them. The original draft of this TV special was scarier than the final version, and it was changed to be more appropriate for children, yet it is still enjoyable for all ages. This TV special is very unique for Halloween specials of children's films and TV shows in that it contains actual horror and is enjoyable by viewers of all ages, while still being appropriate for all ages and is also not strictly Halloween themed. Additionally, it contains scenarios that could actually happen in real life. Jessie has a very strong fear of boxes that is not overcome until the end. Jessie's fear of enclosed spaces and of being alone was made very clear in the second and third films and was still unresolved at the end of the third film. As I explained in point 14, Jessie's fear of closed spaces is highly believable due to what happened in the previous films. If the toys don't succeed, then they will be separated from Bonnie and from each other, possibly forever. The themes of panic and existential dread were hinted at in the films, but this is the first Toy Story media that uses them as part of the main plotline. Jessie's final test consists of conquering her absolute worst fear alone. It sure is convenient that the tow truck arrived at the exact time that Ron was handling Jessie, allowing the toys to escape. This has the building block of toys being abused by owners that was used in the first two films, only the circumstances are very different. Bonnie's personal connection with her toys is never explored, in contrast to the previous three films. Bonnie gets stranded at a motel whose owner steals and sells the guests' possessions, Bonnie's toys get captured, Woody gets placed in a box and nearly sold, and Jessie has to go into a box to rescue him.